Keep the inner lining of the legs together. Exhale, rib cage down, arms forward.
Started teaching yoga in graduate school just because it was my practice for so long. I know that I'm teaching dancers, so I use a language that they understand. Inhale, exhale, rolling down. Really tracking the sequence of vertebra rolling down onto the mat. On the way up and on the way down. If you train turned out, you also have to train in parallel. And a lot of Pilates and yoga does that. Or they have one side of your body is in rotation, the other side is not. So I talk about the balance that you need, and I also talk about like specific problems they may have, and problems that I know because I'm a dancer, and I could address it. And it's a way in, because sometimes you have to let go of a little bit of your studio training to do somatic forms. Now, we're going to go into extension. So there's not a lot of extension in Pilates. So we're going to go into Irene Dowd land and then back to Pilates land. So the next exercise is actually swan dive. Biomechanics of any sort of movement. You know, the body has so many joints that move so many different ways. So it's easy to integrate it because she has this approach that's just based upon the anatomy and how your body moves. Pulling your palms back. As you go into flexion, you can think of pushing your palms forward. So there's a little bit of activation through the arms. Pilates has a lot of forward flexion, a lot of sagittal flexion like this. And if you don't have a strong enough neck muscles or back muscles, your neck is just going to hurt if you're doing all this flexion. So I have to really break down the mechanics of that. So I go really slow in the beginning, and by the end, we're doing almost a full mat. And it doesn't have to touch. Break down the exercises to the essence of what they are. Slight twist. It was what I would call like an intrinsic knowledge of the form, rather than just an extrinsic, using hands like the shape in their voice, and they're watching. I have them working pairs. It's almost like a teacher training each other in knowledge that they can use as teachers or just as choreographers too, because it's about reading bodies. The way I teach the yoga class, I don't demonstrate all of it. I actually call it out, I count the breaths, and I give adjustments, and walk around the room. So there's no one center to it, and I do the same thing with the Pilates. So I'll say, let's look at this a little more, let's come over to this person's mat, so they all come around, so it's like a little mini workshop. And I'll break down plank and chaturanga and upward facing dog and all that stuff, and I'll take them through all the different sequences and all the different postures.